So, Kyle is finally back.
Sadly.
HR made me apologize, and we gave him a 3 times pay increase. But, joke's on him. We don't pay him shit. So, yeah. Ryan, since you're HR, why don't you go ahead and give him the scoop?
First of all, thank you for the promotion, I guess. I just now became informed of this. So Kyle, since you were making nothing before and your whole circle jerking midgets debacle, we got some complaints about that. So we're going to increase your pay 3 times, but 3 times 0 is, 0. So fuck you and welcome back.
Damn. Okay. What if I just hit the leave call?
Whoa.
To be completely honest, it'll destroy all of our camera tracking. So,
Exactly.
Be like me that one time that we were recording. I think Perri wasn't here. I accidentally closed my browser. I'm like, where'd the call go?
This dude just like, hey, yeah, let me do this, and then closed out the entire thing. Just like messed up all the cameras for the day. It was so horrible. But yeah, let's get into it.
Welcome everyone to this episode of the Joystick Junkies podcast. I'm Perri or Perri Carl. I'm a Twitch streamer, and today I have with me.
I don't know who's up for you.
That's a good point. Me neither.
We don't know what you're looking.
Why did I point?
Today we have me, the ceiling. Hi, I'm Ryan, or Release Radar on YouTube.
Oh.
Somebody.
Hi, I'm Kyle, also known as Space Knot.
And I'm Caleb, the editor-in-chief of An Extraordinary Life.online, and this is the best first podcast back that we've seen. Yeah.
My life's a mess, just like this podcast.
Right.
That reminded me. Look at the moon! Smack.
That is okay. I need to provide context to that. So was I driving or was I in the passenger seat?
No, you were in the passenger seat of my car.
Okay, yeah, and then there was a full moon out, so I go, "Hey Kyle, look at the moon," but my brain forgets there's a windshield, and I just smack the windshield going full force to point. Like, "Hey Kyle, look at the moon!" Like it hurt. Wow, I forgot about that.
Lord.
Well,
real quick, before we go into the first topic, I just want to ask, how's everyone's day going? Like, how's everybody today?
I want to go to bed. I got 2 hours of sleep.
Same.
Fair.
I'm not getting paid. I'm tired.
If it makes you feel any better, none of us are getting paid. So.
That is true.
Does that make you feel better?
No. I basically paid Caleb. I bought him a game.
True, he did buy me a game today, so there is that. So
sweet. Which one?
Well, it could be the first topic of the podcast.
Go for it.
The new game Boundary is now in early access on Steam.
It's really interesting. It's what Call of Duty Infinite Warfare should have been.
Exactly.
Space game.
It's just 0G FPS. I mean, if you played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare, it's what it should have been.
Yeah.
Full 6-degree movement and really good guns. Whoa, there goes my gun.
Really good guns.
Let me go turn off hand tracking.
Yeah,
Bring it
it's
back
so
in.
The game's like a space first-person shooter where if you get hit, you have to like patch your suit because like the elements of space are gonna, end your life if they get too much in your suit, right?
If you get damaged too much, like you have an oxygen meter, you have so long to patch your suit before you just suffocate to death and implode.
Yep.
See, that sounds something that's really cool in principle, but sounds like it could get really annoying in practice.
It's kind of like healing in a way. If you think about it that way.
It's kind of like the stims in most FPS games now.
Do you run out of patches for your suit though?
I used like 3 in a row and
really
was perfectly fine. Yeah.
I've only gotten to 2 before I've been countered by another player just across the map.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
the sniper rifles are overpowered as all
just a
hell.
little bit overpowered. If you can track and aim, so if you've ever played TF2 as like the soldier or Farah in Overwatch, if you know how to track the shot, then you're overpowered.
Oh yeah.
Farah-
I've gotten
got a
some
rocket
really
launcher.
suspicious headshots, and I'm like, I swear I'm
no.
not cheating. I just happened to lead it just right to where they flew across as the bullet hit him in the head. Yes, Ryan?
Ryan.
Did you mean to say Widowmaker and not Farah?
Both. Actually.
Because Farah's got a rocket launcher, not a sniper rifle.
Yeah, it has the same kind of like reaction. Like you can't just point and click at their head. You have to aim it. Like
Because there's like bullet travel and drop and all that stuff?
yeah, there's
Okay.
actual travel, and the velocity actually matters because you're in space. So
And when you shoot the gun, it sends you backwards because, physics.
right. I mean,
That was a neat little
Not
detail that I
realistic,
didn't expect
but-
to see.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool that you actually have like the surroundings affect you.
But, like, if you shoot your gun, will you just infinitely go back in that opposite direction like you actually would in space because there's
Infinitely.
nothing to stop you?
Yeah, the one that is basically what they call the orbital fortress. They have an LMG, and you can actually just sit there and move yourself backwards just by holding the trigger. It's pretty funny. But I mean, that was really it about the game. It released 3 days ago
It's a good time.
on the 13th. It's a good game, and it's on sale right now. So I mean,
I'm surprised not
Interesting.
more people are playing it on Twitch. There's only the one. Granted, he has 26,000 viewers, but right now there's only the one, which I would
Yeah.
expect more.
yeah, for a brand new game that's been in development for like 3 or 4 years, because it used to be on the Steam Playfest, and I'd play it every single time it was available, because I just enjoyed that type of game.
And there
surprised
isn't
it's
really
not-
anything else
no.
new right now, right? That streamers are playing. Like, there hasn't been a new
Yeah.
big game. I know Tears of the Kingdom and Redfall are both around the corner, but, like, right now, there's nothing new to play, as far as I know.
Oh, speaking of streamers, we were
almost
going to talk
forgot.
about a pretty big thing that happened to Twitch partners last week, but we did not have Perri on, so we didn't feel comfortable talking about it.
I appreciate that.
Because, like, you are a partner, correct?
Yeah.
So, let's see if I can find it in the doc. Ba, 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 ba.
Is that about the new sponsor system?
I believe so,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
How they're going to
Oh.
use channel members to pay for sponsorships or whatever.
Yeah.
But
See,
Twitch gets a cut of that, so they're getting a cut of your sponsor, even though Twitch is not directly involved with you and that brand.
See, that doesn't surprise me at all. Twitch is kind of screaming. It has been screaming for a long time. We need more money. Give us more money. So kind of.
Well, that's probably just
anything-
Amazon in general.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
think it's
True,
an
that's
Amazon
true.
thing because they killed one of their other long-running like camera blogs or something, right?
DP Review. Whenever I was a photographer, like, I went, if I needed a new camera, a new piece of equipment, that's where I went. Because they broke down all of this, like, the science exactly. Like, if you needed a flash, it would be exactly how much light that flash generates.
Wow.
Like, oh yeah, like, they went in depth in, like, color gamut and everything for each individual camera sensor. And they bought it in, I think, 2007 and just shut it down this month. And it's really sad because there's no one else that does that. And, like, what you could do is they had been around for around 25 years, so you can go in their entire back catalog and say you had a Canon 5D Mark I, which is their flagship DSLR, like, full body, and you wanted, I don't even know if they're at a Mark V yet, but let's just say a Canon 5D Mark V. And you can compare the 5D Mark I and the 5D Mark V to show yourself exactly how big of an upgrade you're getting, from the megapixel size to the sensor size to everything.
I guess they have loads of sites like that for phones and things.
Yeah.
But why not for everything, I suppose?
Amazon
but that's
has
been
a-
taken down now. There's nowhere that can give you that information anymore.
No, so there are some, like fans of the site that are trying to archive it on the Internet Archive, but I mean that's 25 years of data, and unless they have everything backed up on a server, and someone buys everything from Amazon, which, I doubt Amazon would let them purchase that, because I mean to them that's kind of small fry. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have two things to add on to this. One of which, isn't there, like, if you're looking at two different monitors on Amazon or looking at a monitor, isn't there, if you scroll down enough, like a thing comparing that monitor to similar products, showing all the specs and stuff? Like, I've noticed that on a lot of different Amazon products. So it's like Amazon has that feature built in to their actual like storefront now.
Yeah, but it's not as in depth as DP Review got. Like DP Review, like I said, would go into like sensor size, show exactly the color range of what that camera can capture, like everything.
I guess it's also about the principle, right? They're chopping off things that aren't very profitable.
Yeah.
And it seems like Twitch is becoming one of those things. I mean, Twitch is not profitable, clearly, or not enough for them.
What would happen to all of those content creators if Twitch goes under? Because I know YouTube is really trying to compete with Twitch, and YouTube streaming has gotten a lot better over the past like 5 years than it was when it first came out. Because I used it when it first came out, and there was no donations, there was no super chats, there was no memberships, there was none of that. And so I think YouTube would be a good place for people to go, but there's also that one that Aiden Ross uses, Kicks or whatever. Kick.
Loads of people are looking at Kick and moving over to Kick. It gives bad vibes.
Yeah, because they're
like
allowing.
Doesn't it also have like the same interface as Twitch? Like, doesn't it look identical?
It looks identical. Yeah, it's a green version of Twitch. It's the same
Twitch
thing.
green.
It's Twitch green, yeah. But there are people playing. Was it Aiden Ross who was playing porn?
Yeah, Aiden Ross
on
was
a 13 plus website.
Yeah, he was playing porn on the website.
And that's not uncommon. You see that constantly.
No.
And there's gambling and there's everything,
like,
and there's nothing necessarily wrong with any of these things, but on a 13 plus website, it's bad vibes. It's weird.
And even if you specify your channel being 18 plus, it's the internet. People lie about their age all the time. There is no way for you to keep minors out of that content. So
also,
just
the thumbnail of your stream is on the show. So like you don't have to be on the stream to be seeing the content.
Exactly.
It's just a vagina. No, I'm not joking. Like I went on Kick and it was just vagina. Like, oh, right there.
Jesus
I didn't even have to log
okay.
in.
that's like as soon as your dad walks in the room, like, "What you watching, son?" Like, no,
It's not what it looks
Aiden
like.
Ross, go away.
Are you winning, son? Oh yeah, Dad.
See, I got a little sidetracked because
and this is why I got fussed at by HR. Thank you, Ryan.
No, I got a little sidetracked because I was trying to pull up a website that I use for comparing products so I could give to Caleb to see if it would come up to par with what he needed. But then I heard Aiden Ross and porn, and I was like, what? Hold on, let me chime back in for a second.
Yeah.
Well, Aiden Ross also broadcasted the Super Bowl live.
I heard
on
about
Kick.
this.
He didn't have permission for that, did he?
Oh no. Oh
No.
Is it
no.
the NFL going after him for that one?
So I think they are, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything since he did it. But if I'm not mistaken, that along with the whole porn thing on Kick is what got him banned from Twitch, but it was never officially confirmed.
So I think so much got him banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted him off the platform.
I don't blame him. I mean,
No.
So wait.
there were like multiple reports of him like scamming his viewers, allegedly scamming his viewers, and then he was like, "Oh well, I was just reading an ad. You're the reason why you were gullible enough to believe it. Like I just took the money and
God.
walked away, bro."
Yeah, I think anyone who looks up and wants to be Andrew Tate is probably someone to just remove from general society.
Oh,
essentially.
definitely.
I just watched the episode of South Park that had Andrew Tate in it. It was very, very, very funny.
Mr.
Even though he was
Garrison
only in it
goes
for
back
like
to the
30
MAGA route.
seconds. Yeah.
I'm just playing the game of scrolling. How far do I have to scroll down on Kick before I see porn?
Oh,
Hey
you
Siri,
haven't seen
start a
any?
timer.
That's unfortunate. Maybe
No,
they're getting
it
better.
was the third one.
See, that actually. Oh.
I
I've never
scrolled
been to this
past it. Now
website
it's just all
before.
anime.
I'm gonna go to this website. I'm gonna see if it's as bad as people say.
So,
Oh my
okay, that
God.
actually brings up our secret topics perfectly. Okay.
Really?
So
Why
that-
is this a secret topic?
So,
Yep, Kyle's not kidding. Oh my god.
Really?
I mean, okay.
Well,
So our secret topics aren't that wild. It's not like porn. Well, it's kind of porn related, but not
it's
really.
basically porn.
There's a pools and bikini hot tubs category, just chatting.
I went to the other, and the third video was someone just getting railed. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I love Perry's face through all this.
It's content. I mean, freedom of expression.
Oh, wait, I have glasses on.
Cool,
Oh, no.
good thing.
So,
Yeah.
so okay, in the state of Louisiana, to access Pornhub or like RedTube or any of those like popular porn websites, you have to put in your state issued identification number. So like your driver's license ID, yeah, you have to put in your ID and link your ID to your Pornhub account in order to properly get access to the site.
That's quite funny.
So,
I don't think it's actually that big of a deal in my
hold
opinion.
on. It gets
Okay.
So I'm saying that to give you context to our two secret topics here.
That's not what I have stuff to say about that alone.
So go ahead. I'll let you.
I was just gonna say. I thought Caleb was gonna swing in and say that this episode was sponsored by like freaking NordVPN or something.
Well, you know, Nord, if you want to just reach out.
Yeah, Nord. You know, any of them.
Yeah, any of them, because the
Give us
government's
your
trying to get them
money.
banned, so we might as well.
We want your money.
I just look over and Ryan is just dead-eyed into the camera.
Money, please.
So
We'll talk about you to all 67 subscribers.
no,
It's 69.
it's 74 now.
I'm going to
okay.
unsub.
It's
We're coming
74
up
at
in
the
this
time
world.
of recording this.
We
So
go log into my
Amazing.
3 accounts and unsub. Hold on.
whoa,
My
whoa.
my pillow came off my chair.
What are we doing again?
So Ryan, I'll let you go ahead and give us your thoughts about this whole Louisiana law requiring
It's 70.
identification of Pornhub accounts.
Okay. First
Go
of
ahead
all,
and try
I
and
think it's
defend
funny.
this.
I think it's funny that the government's going to have a porn file on you. I think that's hilarious. Like you're going to have like if there's any sort of like reason for it to get pulled up in court, you're just going to have a porn file.
I was
But
about to
Please
say,
explain the ooh woo.
the reason that I think it's not that big of a deal is that pornography can have very negative effects on youth and it's very easily accessible and porn addiction is a very real thing. So I think
No, like, I
measures
can-
need to be put in place to try to counteract children from being exposed to that as their first introduction into sex at all.
yeah, because
And
let's
so
be
I think
completely
that's a
honest, the
problem.
sexual education program in this state is not existent. So
Same in Texas.
Yeah.
gotta
The
love
school
that
said get the
vagina.
talk from your parents, but the
Um,
parent said get the talk from the
Did you-
school.
wait. Did you just say virgina?
I mean, hey, welcome to Louisiana public schools. So, okay. So I'm glad that you mentioned age and
This
destruction
is a gaming
to
podcast, right?
Yes, but gaming and technology.
Okay.
So Arkansas
I see the
makes it
I see the
illegal for
content.
minors to be on social media and requires a ID linked to your social media, to any new social media account.
I agree with it.
Oh.
I do.
How, what are
And
we
the
defining
reason
as a
that I do-
minor?
In the states,
16
anybody
under.
Okay, 16 under.
Yeah.
So the reason I agree with it is because there's a very big problem on the internet of people lying about their age and talking to underage people. And so if you just straight up can't do that, a lot of people would be safer on the internet, right?
No, I get that, but it's like
But how
anonymity
else do you
on the
keep
internet
kids
is just
from-
going.
But how do you keep kids from sending pictures that they shouldn't send unless you just keep them off the internet?
I mean, telephones exist. Picture messaging exists. You know,
Okay.
instant messengers exist. Snapchat exists.
My point is, it would be hard. Snapchat, social media, though, it would be
now
harder.
it is.
It would be harder for these people to make mistakes that they would regret if they, had systems put in place to try to avoid them on just acting on stupid impulse, is what I'm trying to say.
True.
I think it could be good to protect the kids.
Does anyone have a rebuttal to that?
I think 16 is too much. If it was under 11, I agree.
So let me pull up the exact article just to make sure that it is 16.
I wish
Because
Sorry, I'm
if I'm not
distracted by
mistaken, that's
magnets.
what Arkansas considers.
I posted some dumb stuff, some very cringe stuff
I was
when
going
I
to
was
say,
16.
it sounds like you have a personal connection.
Here, let me pull up.
I posted cringe on Maine when I was 16.
Nice.
Let me pull up my Instagram. This is my latest post, by the way. Let's see if the camera will pick it up.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
not
I
like
stopped
that.
using
Balance is
Instagram like
blurred.
altogether. I still have it to follow up with like
Under
family members.
18. No one under 18 can.
Oh.
Yeah.
There, will that be better?
So like, basically my points are
That was
I
posted 2 days
understand
ago.
I understand why in terms of keeping kids safe, and then also social media has very negative effects on self-image for people because you see all these people living picture perfect lives that just aren't reality or something you'll never be able to obtain. And so
Yeah.
you're always chasing trends, posting cringe. I wish I could not have my cringe that I posted on Instagram when I was 13 still on Instagram.
Why
I mean, you could always
he
delete
posted
it.
Cringe.
I have so many posts. I just don't use the app anymore.
So that's our first secret topic. Our second, still tech related.
Is it the TikTok thing?
Montana becomes
Yep.
the first state to ban TikTok in its entirety.
Ooh.
This,
Damn.
I don't agree with this because it's basically the U.S. government saying, hey, only we are allowed to spy on you. If another nation wants to spy on you, banned.
I mean,
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Google, everything is U.S. tech-based. And then
Bing.
one company comes in and they're just like, hi, can Chinese have your data? And America goes, no, banned.
well, TikTok isn't Chinese owned. Their parent company is, however,
They're Singaporean.
yeah, they're they're not based out of China, and China itself bans TikTok because they can't control it. So like
That's funny to me.
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, insert clip here for does TikTok access my Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Does TikTok access? No. I want you to tell me. Does TikTok? Well, yeah. If you want to use the site, it does. No.
It
does
needs to
it
be-
access all of my devices on
Are you
Wi-Fi?
mocking the court hearing?
Oh, 100%.
Oh my god, the Congress, that was just so
I
embarrassing.
tried to watch it, but I couldn't because it was like
So
this old
embarrassing.
boomer lady asking all the like, but does this app do this thing that apps do? And the guy's just like, well,
Obviously. Yeah, and it was so annoying because there are genuine concerns and there are security risks and there
Yeah.
are loads of things going on, but no one got to the point because it was just random people who knew nothing about technology, nothing about anything asking the questions, which is so
Yeah.
stupid.
Pretty
And
much.
I don't know much about American Congress, please correct me if I'm wrong, but this happens a lot, right? Because it's members of Congress, not the experts who are asking things.
yep.
Seems like they didn't even ask. It was
Yeah.
like
And
a
basic
lot of the
questions
members-
you could have Googled.
Yeah, and a lot of the members in Congress right now are just not very tech savvy. So
Not
we
at
have
all.
a generation
A lot
of
of them.
boomers basically making laws to dictate how tech should work when they don't understand how tech works themselves.
Well, yeah.
Let's
here's
be
the thing.
fair,
The
though.
majority of it is people older than television
Yeah.
in control.
But let's be
Wow.
fair, though. To be fair to them, they don't write the laws. The companies that make the tech writes the laws. They just sign them.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Also, the thing with TikTok is if you are a member of the U.S. government, if you're in the military, if you're in Congress, if you're Secret Service or whatever else, you should not have TikTok on your phone. If you have a device that has a bunch of national security stuff on it, you should just not have TikTok on your phone. You shouldn't have
Or
any social media.
Social media, yeah.
Yeah, like
Or
if you work
Discord,
in the government,
apparently.
just have
I
a different.
I was waiting for it.
have two phones. Have work phone and no work phone. And no work phone, you
No
can
work
have
phone.
your stuff on, and then keep work phone off when you're on no work phone. So there's no way for the devices to communicate with each other. And
Yeah.
bam.
Put it in microwave.
Which Perri,
in
did
rice.
you hear about the U.S. Pentagon secrets getting leaked? Did you hear where they were leaked to?
Oh my
Hi, government.
God.
You're watching us now.
I mean,
You guys look lovely.
I just find it
wasn't
funny.
it? Oh, I saw that, but I didn't read it. I didn't read the article.
A Minecraft Discord.
No.
It was a 21-year-old National Guardsman who leaked sensitive information on a Minecraft Discord server, and he is
But
facing
how?
like forever in jail now.
He just had access to it and was like, "Hey, they were from what I saw, they were making fun of him." So he was like, "Hey, oh yeah, well I bet you I have clearance." And they're like, "No, you don't." So he's like, "Here you go."
So he did it on purpose? It
Yes.
wasn't
Yeah.
an accident or anything? Oh
No,
my God.
he did it for clout.
He did it because he
What?
was bored.
And now
Clout
he's
among
going to
who?
be.
Clout among Minecraft kids.
Yes.
And now he's probably going to be taking a dirt nap because the U.S. government does not. They don't play around with that stuff. National
Boy.
security. Ooh, he gone.
I can't
Bye-bye.
wait for that court hearing. Can you explain what a Discord kitten is?
I'm widowy a Discord moderator in that Discord server. We widowy shut down the whole server. The secret government stuff is widowy not accessible anymore.
Ooh woo.
What is an ooh woo?
Define why your Discord username is XXTinyMeatXX.
Oh my God.
Man, this is already gotten off the rails. We're done with our secret topics for today.
It's your
We
fault,
didn't know what the
Caleb.
secret topics were, but yeah, no, TikTok, I uninstalled it from my phone because I spent too much time on the app. Short form content really is ruining people's attention spans. It's bad. It really
Changing
is.
people's attention spans.
Hey, I just think
I
that
agree.
Kanye West should be limited
It's
to
ye
30
now.
seconds. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. Ye should be limited to 20 minutes of Coco Melon a day because I
Here in the
really
South?
think it's starting to mess with him.
Yeah, here in the South, we call them yee, you know?
Yee.
Yee.
I found it so funny that Elon Musk went on a whole thing about free speech and no one should get banned from Twitter, no one should get banned from my platform. And then as soon as Kanye West or Ye was brought back to Twitter, he was like, actually, never mind. I'm wrong. Banned.
But also,
Or even better.
Silence, heathen.
he was a high profile figure posting some very controversial stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel like he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't. Because if he didn't ban him, people would talk crap about it. But if he did ban him, people would also talk crap about it. So it was a lose-lose situation. I don't
Yeah.
like Elon that much, but in his defense, you know, you can't win with Kanye.
No, I think I definitely ban him. I mean, if someone's probably better to keep the Nazi stuff off the social media platform.
Yeah.
You really
Probably.
can't
I
fight
mean,
Kanye.
maybe.
One of my favorite South Park episodes is where Kanye doesn't get the fish sticks joke, so he thinks he's a gay fish.
I am not a gay fish, and I am not married to a hobbit. Kim is not a hobbit, okay?
And he's like, hold on, wait, what movie are you starting? A Hobbit? You sure you're not a Hobbit, babe? Okay,
No,
okay, yeah, I'll
no,
tell.
no. Let's get it correct. He turns around and he's like, bitch, please tell me you're not a hobbit, because I'm out here defending your ass. Please tell me you ain't no hobbit. It was just great.
Yeah.
You need to watch more South Park.
It's
Oh,
such
it's
a
great.
good show. But I finished
watch it.
the entire show recently, and the last thing that I have left is the vaccination special, which I'm in the middle of watching right now. And it's so funny because like they're treating Walgreens like it's an exclusive nightclub, and only old people and first responders can get in to get their COVID vaccines. And then there's just like a line of people and like a bouncer not letting anybody in. Like it's so funny. But I'm gonna go ahead and
our first
roller
actual
coaster
topic
us into
Hey,
an
Boundary
actual
was
topic
actual
here.
topic.
So, everybody knows Skyrim and Fallout 4. I feel like most people are aware of those games.
What are those?
Also, you've probably heard of
What are
Prey and
those?
Dishonored. So, the studio who developed Prey and Dishonored, Arcane Studios, is coming out with a new IP on May 2nd called Redfall. And it's
Also
going to
known-
be a console exclusive for Xbox and PC. But on console, which on Xbox, it's going to be locked to 30 FPS to start. So
No,
only
hold on.
30 frames per second on a brand new AAA game on a $500 next generation console.
No, you said console exclusive on Xbox and PC.
Yeah, it's a
What?
console exclusive on PC. I got 2 hours of sleep. It's a console exclusive on Xbox. That's what console exclusive means. And then it's also going to be on PC because Xbox games are all on PC now. But it's not coming to PlayStation.
You're on
It's not
PC
coming
now.
to Nintendo.
I mean, hopefully he is.
Yeah. But so what are your thoughts, though, about a modern AAA game locking at 30 FPS on a $500 console that can run more graphically demanding games at well over 60 to 120 frames?
Well, is it going to have like the ray trace extreme quality, or is it just going to be like slideshow?
Well, they said that they will be adding a performance and like the slider where it's like, do you want performance or quality mode? They will be adding that post-release. So, and quality mode will be 30, performance will be 60.
But it's basically launching at quality mode on console.
Correct.
It's interesting. I
I'm
guess
not
we've had so
too
many games in
against
the
it.
we've had so many games in the past that when they come out they just don't work. I guess I'd rather this than
I mean, definitely.
Something
I would
else.
much rather a
Maybe.
more stable game than something that would constantly stutter.
Holy shit.
Because like we use Vegas for all the video editing, and like I had the Steam version of it of Movie Maker 17 Platinum. Horrible. Like Steam would constantly try and like take it over, and it would constantly crash and all of this other stuff. And I recently got 18 Pro on Humble Bundle, and it's so much more stable. If we can get games that are just stable from the jump, that would be fantastic.
it does beg the question, if this is a temporary thing and they're going to do the performance sliders and stuff, why don't they just wait a little bit and then launch at 60?
Because
there's-
Xbox has no exclusives right now.
I mean, honestly, neither does
True.
PlayStation. There haven't been that many PlayStation 5. The whole market of next generation exclusive games was basically just set back because of the pandemic and nobody being able to find next generation consoles. Like, we are well into the PS5 and Xbox Series generation.
3
and
years.
I can only think of a few games
Jesus.
that are exclusively on the specific next generation Xbox or PlayStation console.
I mean, yeah.
Like, the Xbox One and PS4 came out like 2013. Those consoles are a decade old, and there are still games being put onto those devices. We need to just let them go. They are holding back the entire gaming industry. And then there's Nintendo, who doesn't care, who's charging $70 for Breath of the Wild 1.5 on an Android tablet.
So speaking of Breath of the Wild 1.5, I started playing Breath of the Wild again. It's a lot more fun than I remember.
It is a good game.
Oh, I need to play.
Because
it
if you think you can do it, you can probably do it.
Yeah.
That's what I like
Lord.
about it.
again. Where is my Switch?
I just don't like the stamina system. I don't like climbing and then falling. And I'm so
I
used to climbing in
honestly-
Assassin's Creed where you don't run out of stamina that this
Yeah.
stamina system bothers me. I don't
Yeah,
like
but
I
you can't
honestly
climb
don't
up
know where it
everything in Assassin's Creed.
it. Yeah, you can. And Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, you can climb literally everything in those games. The newer ones, you can climb anything you want.
That's
Brotherhood was
whack.
the best.
Wait, what was the best?
Brotherhood. No,
Unity.
but
Unity
shut-
was
shut-
Unity
shut
will
up.
I
always
still
be
have
my
not-
favorite.
shut up.
Shut up. No, okay, Assassin's Creed Origins, though, I'm playing it through for the first time on my PS5. It is such a pretty game. There's not many games that take place like in ancient Egypt. And so the pyramids are built, and some of them are still under construction. Like you have all of the wonders, and it's like literally Egypt. It's not just like it's the whole ordeal. It's all of Egypt, and it's a big map. There's a lot of desert. There's a lot of nothing, but it's so pretty, and the game is so fun, and you can climb the pyramids too.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. What was it? Ubisoft actually helped the Egyptian government find a hidden tomb inside of one of the pyramids just by making a guess, and it just so happened to be right.
Yeah.
Actually, Ryan, how does Assassin's Creed run on a Steam Deck?
So, the newer ones don't run that well, but Assassin's Creed 2, smooth 60, 3, smooth 60, Black Flag, for some reason, it's just not optimized well, but you get about 45
Yeah,
on
Black
low
Flag
settings.
was never optimized.
Unity actually runs better than Black Flag. Like, you get a smooth 60. But then Syndicate won't open. Excuse me, can you hear that car outside? I was trying to play it on the Steam Deck, and there's 3 Assassin's Creed games that all use 3 different versions of Uplay before Ubisoft Connect came out, and all 3 of them wouldn't download on the Steam Deck. So I tried Syndicate, wouldn't work. I fought Unity for 2 hours, and it finally worked. And then I also tried, what was it, Brotherhood, and that also didn't work because there was like 3 versions of their old launcher that they don't even use anymore.
Brotherhood is already buggy on PC to begin with. The only way to actually enjoy the game is to play it on a 360.
Yeah, but I want to circle back real quick to the conversation about Redfall because Redfall is being published by Bethesda, and Bethesda is currently like almost done with their brand new IP, Starfield. And so because Redfall, published by Bethesda, is going to be launching at 30 FPS, a lot of gamers are concerned about the creation engine being the creation engine, and even on PC, Starfield might be limited to 60 FPS because Skyrim and Fallout 4, both on PC, both using the creation engine, their engines need a 60 hertz refresh or something like that. So you can't get above 60 FPS without modding Skyrim or Fallout 4 on PC. So people are worried that Starfield will be launching with 30 FPS at the worst, but still just 60 FPS. And I really hope not. I know the community will fix that in like 2 weeks because Bethesda's community always just does all the work for them. But,
Yeah.
I'm really excited about Starfield. It's like my most anticipated game in a long time. I've talked about it on the podcast before, I think. I'm excited.
But would you play it on Microsoft's experimental Windows gaming handheld mode?
I mean, that's on the Steam Deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, because I would want to do a Steam Deck benchmark. But also, I'm going to just buy the game on Steam, so I'd be able to just do a Steam Deck benchmark anyway.
Well,
I don't want to get involved in that game. I already have too many space games to play.
Space game. I'm so excited. I'm fascinated by space.
I'm
and
sitting
this
here
is a
trying
game.
I'm sitting here trying not to kick my joystick that's attached to my desk right now.
Get it? Space is trying to not. His name's Space Not.
I'm trying not to
God.
smack this. I have 2 of these, one on each side of me. They're getting in my way.
Why do you
Sorry,
have
what
that?
is that?
Star
It's
Citizen.
it's a flight control, so you can like
Yeah,
fly
you-
stuff.
No.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I'm putting that
Sorry,
on.
what noise does it
Amazing.
make, Kyle? It goes.
They go,
wee,
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 wee.
wee. I need to take them off. I keep smacking them.
Okay,
There's the other one.
so I want to ask you guys a question real quick. What are your thoughts about developers
freedom.
cracking down and banning people for using accessibility features in their games to gain advantages if they don't actually need said accessibility feature, right? Like turning on colorblind mode to give them an advantage to see stuff better, even though they're not actually colorblind.
My question is, how would they know?
Well, Bungie is cracking down and banning people for using accessibility tools to help them with gameplay on Destiny 2 if they don't actually need the accessibility.
How would
But
they?
to your
how would they
point-
know?
I didn't think about that. How would they know? Like, you have to continue using this accessibility feature, we need to see your legal documentation of your actual disability.
We need a doctor's note.
See,
please.
I didn't think you were going to start talking about Destiny. I thought you were going to talk about the follow recoil in CS:GO 2 or Counter Strike 2.
Did you see that there's just straight up wall hacks in Counter-Strike 2? Like, just
Yeah.
in the console, you can just enable walls in the console, in the game. You don't even need a third-party
They left
software.
it in on accident. they didn't protect SV_cheats.
Yeah, but so I don't agree with what Bungie's trying to do with that, because in The Last of Us on PC, weapon sway is a big thing that you can spend points to get rid of, like those pills that you gather. You can spend pills on getting rid of weapon sway. That's one of Joel's like perks. Or you could just turn it off in the accessibility settings and not even waste those resources on getting rid of weapon sway. So I just kind of turned off weapon sway in the accessibility settings.
Yeah, but you still have to, like, if you want 100% complete.
No, it's 100%
No.
gone.
But no. But what I'm saying, if you still want to like 100% complete the game, get all the trophies and all the achievements.
It doesn't disable any achievements or anything because it's an accessibility setting.
No, but you would still have to upgrade that skill.
Okay,
Is what
yeah.
I'm getting at. If you would just
Okay.
let me finish talking.
No, you don't get to talk. This is my show now. You're fired.
Wait a
It wouldn't be
minute.
the first
I'm
thing
the
I was fired for.
I'm the HR manager. Your aggression is really not welcomed. We're going to have a private conversation after this podcast is over. Unfortunately, we might have to let you go.
Doesn't editor-in-chief overrule?
Pretty sure it does.
I'm sorry. No, but speaking of The Last of
Lord.
Us, though, this is going to bridge us into our next topic. There's a first-person mod already for The Last of Us Part 1 on PC, and it looks so cool. But it's interesting. If you've played The Last of Us Part 1 on PC yet, the AI for that game definitely feel like, and this is not something that I noticed when I played it on console, but the AI definitely feel like they were designed with aim assist in mind. And so you can disable, like by default, aim assist is on keyboard and mouse, and it threw me off. So I turned it off, but the AI moves so like sporadically that tracking them is actually really hard. And I'm talking about like the runners and the zombies. And it just feels like that game was designed with aim assist in mind. But now there's a first person mode coming to the game via a mod. And it just, I don't know, it looks really cool. You should, like, during the segment on the video, I'm creating extra work for you, sorry. You should just drop in a little clip of it. I have the video linked in the podcast topics. Like, first person, I'm controversial take. First person is the best perspective for video games. I do not like third person as much as first person English.
I'm just gonna bask in the feeling here of you threatening to fire me and then asking me to do something for you.
Look, I'm sorry. You guys can stop me if I'm rambling too much. This is what happens when I'm running on low sleep. You guys have not said that much this episode. I'm sorry. Anybody else want to talk? I'll give you guys the mic.
No, I was trying to look for that first-person mod via Luke Ross on Patreon, who's the one who made first-person camera for Hogwarts Legacy. What else? Turning all flat-screen games into VR. It wasn't made by him, so I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'd have to watch the video on it first.
I mean, he could always make one to improve on it. And holy blurry, Ryan. Holy blurry.
Oh, yeah, that's because I put my microphone. There we go.
No, the first-person mods that people make are ridiculously good. And then there's really bad ones. But this is the same guy who made the full like VR Grand Theft Auto mod that got taken down because blah blah blah. Rockstar didn't like it.
Rockstar doesn't like mods at all. They
Nope.
not recently, but I think it was in 2020 they like banned the use of the modding tool.
And they walked back on that, by the way.
Oh,
Because
did
one of my
they?
favorite things to do in GTA 5, which is what most of my hours are, is a mod called LSPDFR, where you play as cops instead of the robbers in Grand Theft Auto. So, like, you can run traffic stops, you can pull people over, you can use a speedometer to see how fast the NPCs are going. And, like, it's realistic in the sense of you could pull somebody over and they just apologize, you write their information down, you give them a ticket, they go about their day. Or you pull somebody over and they just get out of their car and start shooting at you. You don't know what's going to happen. It's completely randomized. Like, I had an old lady NPC get out of a sports car and beat me to death with a baton. I wasn't ready. Like, I was in the middle of the
reminds me-
ticket writing
He wasn't
animation.
ready.
That reminds me of flashing lights. It's police, ambulance,
Oh, we need to
and
play that.
we
But
do,
it's so
man.
bad.
It's not.
Do I have it? Hold on.
Dude, we could play 5M LSPDFR on Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's such a better
I
experience
don't own
because
it. I
it
think
runs.
I bought it and returned it.
It runs on Grand Theft Auto's engine, so you already have such a big city with so many vibrant NPCs and so many different cars and places to go. LSPDFR, it's so fun.
But just imagine, okay, all of us being like in a squad car, just roaming around, pulling players over, and just getting out like we're getting out of a clown car. Just like all.
There's like 5 people like me, Bates, Jake, Kyle, and Caleb just all get out of the same patrol car. What happens when we have to take somebody back to the station? 2 of us walk because we can't be in the back seat with them.
The roof.
Just
We sit on the roof.
Just throw them in the
No,
trunk.
we just strap them to the roof.
Whoa.
Just get some tie straps and start putting them together. I mean, it's not the craziest thing.
We'll
somebody's done in the
cuff them.
course.
We'll have a tow at the back of the car, and we'll just cuff them to the tow and just drag them around. They'll get there. Maybe not in one piece, but they'll get there.
All right,
That's
that's
so
some Red
horrible.
Dead 2 type shit.
Yeah, no kidding. Just be like one of the dastardly villains and just be like, well, you broke the law. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to hog tie you and throw you on this train track. Looks like there's a train coming too. Good timing. You won't have to, dehydrate before you get hit.
I really need to replay Red Dead 2. It's such a good game, and I haven't played it in so long.
Red Dead 2 is my work video game. So if I get called out to a site and have to like stay there waiting for a part, I just pull out my laptop and start playing Red Dead 2.
Nice.
It's great.
You remember when the PC port first came out and it just didn't work?
Yeah.
Like it would just crash immediately.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that video I made, Kyle? The Red Dead 2 launch day experience, and it was just a compilation of a bunch of people crashing the desktop with like sad cowboy music playing in the background. I'm so excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. Like the games that I'm the most hyped for either don't have a release date or just are so far away. Like Starfield got pushed back to September. Who knows when GTA 6 is coming out? We know they're working on it now because it got leaked last year, which honestly that leak was a breath of fresh air.
Suicide
feel
Squad got pushed back to February
Did it really?
Of 2024.
2024. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think that
I
game's
mean-
going to recover. I don't think that game's going to be good, and it sucks because isn't that the last piece of work that Batman's voice actor did before he passed away?
Yeah.
And it's going to be
Hold on.
tied to the Suicide Squad, which looks bad. Did you see how many dislikes that trailer got?
I don't think I did. No.
It was.
I want
It
to
was.
see what. Ooh. Well, I'm looking at the other games that the company behind it made, and it looks like Arkham Knight was it.
That's
That's
fun.
about it. Arkham
No.
Knight, Arkham City.
An Arkham Asylum. They also did a couple
yeah.
PS2 games. There was a SWAT PS2 game that they did. I forgot what it's.
How do I not own Arkham Asylum? What?
But I know one topic that all of us would probably end up talking a lot about. It seems like the boycott on Hogwarts Legacy may have backfired.
Oh my god, it made so much money.
It
I
has
haven't played that game in a little bit.
I
it
need to
has
finish
sold 256% more than its predicted volume.
12 million units in the first 2 weeks, say 150 million plus dollars
In the first 2 weeks.
in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I will say something about just the gaming community is we just don't care that much, I think, about politics. If game look fun, we play game. That's
And it's
literally
Harry
it.
Potter. It was always going to be the
Yeah.
biggest game ever.
I've never played
Yeah.
Harry Potter anything up until this game. I've never seen or read Harry Potter anything. This game was my introduction into the Harry Potter universe, and I didn't hear about the game through the trailers or anything. I heard about the game through the controversy. I didn't even know it existed until the controversy.
Oh no.
So the
that's
controversy
opposite.
sold me on the game. They're
Wait.
like, don't buy this game. J.K. Rowling bad. Me, I don't care. Game look fun. Buy.
Wait, you never played Lego Harry Potter?
You
I
never
played Lego
saw,
Indiana Jones.
Damn.
You saw the films or anything? That's wild.
Nope.
Wow.
They're on my watch list, but I think Pirates of the Caribbean is going to take the lead on my movies to watch that I haven't seen yet. Because one of my friends wants to watch through the entire.
You haven't seen.
They've been like on around me throughout my childhood, but like I've never watched them.
There's a
I will
stat,
just walk
actually.
away.
There's a stat that I just saw about this that blew my mind. XQC had 1.3 million concurrent viewers on Twitch when the game first came out.
I'll believe that.
Which-
What?
Apparently,
Why?
that's what I just read. Which is,
XQC? I can't understand what he says. His brain is like.
the thing is, like, for a big time, big famous, big boy streamer, a couple thousand concurrent viewers is expected. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
the
like
big
50,000.
people have about 25,000
Yeah.
concurrent. Big people. 1.3 million. Wait, is that even right? Have I written that down wrong? Because that just blows my mind, actually. Wait, surely concurrent?
Yeah, 1.3 million concurrent on Twitch has got to be like a record. I think
It
I would have
was.
heard about this.
It was a record. If I'm just gonna double check that actually, because that is at the same time concurrent.
I need to go see the Mario movie. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it in the cinema. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fan service, but I mean, it would be.
Well, I'm
and
not
it's
very
fantastic.
nostalgic about Mario, but it's got like Jack Black as Browser and like
As
Browser?
Charlie
As Browser?
Sunshine.
Man, I heard Browser's
Isn't that
a
his
wonderful
name?
character.
Bowser?
Said browser.
Did you say browser?
Yeah.
He did.
2 hours
Yeah,
of
you've got
sleep.
Chrome and you've got Edge and Firefox as well. They're all there.
I'm surprised.
See,
there's
I
a
think
Mario
this
character
browser in
in
the Mario movie was more edge. You know, had the more edge
Oh,
lord look.
right.
yeah.
That sort of vibe. I see.
So nobody liked him
Jesus
then?
Christ.
Nobody used him?
I use Edge.
Jesus
I like
Christ.
Edge. I'm
You
an
use-
Edge proponent.
You unironically use Microsoft Edge.
It's so much better for when you stream things across Discord or something like that. It's the best one.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I use
Your eyes.
I use
yes.
Edge to edit the website because it crashes on everything else.
Hi, I have 3 web browsers on my computer all at once.
I have
Nice.
Firefox, Google Chrome. I guess I have Edge because it's built into Windows. And then every student's favorite thing, Respondus Lockdown Browser. I sure do love taking my exams while my professor stares at me through my webcam.
No, I've got Opera, Edge, and Vivaldi. I don't recommend anyone using Vivaldi unless they have more than 32 gigs of RAM.
I've not
See,
even heard of Vivaldi.
Good. Imagine you take all the good things of all the browsers, put them into one, and watch your memory explode.
I see.
Wee.
That sounds great.
See,
Yeah.
and Perry knows quite a few things about having computers explode.
No.
It
No,
didn't
you don't
explode.
understand.
Kyle could tell you about a situation that happened a couple years ago when we were troubleshooting my PC and my graphics card just went
Or even
like
better.
a visible cloud of black smoke came out of my computer, and then I just looked at Kyle and I'm like,
Smells
"Is
like
it okay?"
MOSFET.
And then he's just like, "No, your graphics card dead."
No, if I just open that web browser, I can hear my graphics card just start whining. Just by opening it.
Whenever
See-
you're using that NVIDIA tool to scale videos to 1080p, your graphics card goes.
Oh, no, just opening that web browser, I can hear the fan ramp up for no reason at all.
That's so funny.
But it's such a good thing to have
It's a
when you
mark
just
of a
want to
good
do
browser.
everything.
Right? It just reminds me.
doesn't-
Just reminds me whenever you said our thing go boom. Reminds me of that time that your servers went down at work. Somebody forgot to. Was that you or was that? It was somebody in IT that I was talking to. Their servers went down because the person that was supposed to be taking care of them retired, and his parting gift. His parting gift was like, "Let me not take care of them for the last 2 weeks."
His
That's
parting gift
amazing.
was not performing the maintenance that he was supposed to do. So the UPS died while I was still working on the weekend, and we were out of network for about like 13 hours. Because all they had to do was go swap it from one UPS to another. I could have done it. I have access to the closet that they're in, but they said, "Oh, well, we don't know what it is." So we waited until the new guy came in, looked at it, and saw a UPS that just vomited battery acid all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
Gotta love IT stuff. It's great.
Drink it. Drink the battery.
What?
Let the
like you
intrusive
want him to
thoughts
drink
away.
the isopropyl alcohol on his desk?
Oh my god, I thought that's what you just reached for. I was like, what?
Is that KFC? Are you eating KFC, Kyle? You got some Colonel?
Oh, Dane,
It was actually Taco Bell.
Okay, well, the reason I brought up the Mario movie is because apparently there's a Dead Space movie in pre-production.
Yes, James Wan.
Yep, James Wan wants to work on a Dead Space movie.
I just finished watching the Insidious trilogy. Quadrilogy. I haven't seen the fourth one. But
I haven't even heard of those movies.
Insidious? No,
What?
they're so famous.
Ryan lived under a rock for like
And you haven't seen Harry Potter or
15
anything like that.
years.
Okay, so
Then again, this is the same
I've
guy who
seen-
used to convince his parents to buy him Grand Theft Auto and then play it in a guest
I didn't
room.
convince my parents to buy Grand Theft Auto. I bought it without them knowing. I got
Okay.
Xbox Gold money or whatever it was called, like Xbox gift cards for mowing lawns. I paid for the game myself.
What in the world?
And then I was on the strip club mission the moment my mom walked in,
Of
which is
course.
why if I lived at home, I would never use Kick because I know with my luck and my timing, I would open Kick and there would just be Aiden Ross at the top. Even if I'm not watching it, my mom would walk in and be like, okay, bye.
Just full blown.
Vagagna.
But wait, what did you call it?
Vagagna.
Oh dear.
No, sorry.
Okay.
This just happened. Buddy of mine just found out how big Texas is.
Yes.
People don't
Ryan,
understand.
Ryan,
this.
you're in that group chat. He said, "Hey, we'll be in San Antonio in January," and you're like, "Nah, 6-hour drive. It won't be anything."
Yeah, one of my friends is going to Houston for like some work thing. She had to move to Colorado, and she's going to be in Houston. Like, oh, you're in Texas. Can't you come down to Houston? Like, I don't want to drive for 16 hours just to hang out with you.
16!
Okay,
Dude.
8 there, 8 back. Like,
No, when Ryan and I's friend Grant was in town, air quotes around in town, he was, what was it, west of San Antonio?
yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm in Texas. Let's hang out." First of all, this dude's from Massachusetts, right? Like right outside Boston. My drive from where I used to live to work is like him driving from one side of Massachusetts to the other.
People
Yeah, so
don't they don't get it.
If you drive, so if you're in West Texas, you are closer to California than you are to East Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to look up size of Texas compared to the UK. Texas is about 2.8 times bigger than the United Kingdom.
She's very, very
Perry's
focused.
just like-
I'm just processing just a little bit.
And so like this, it's also like it's very annoying when people from like Europe are like, well, why don't you visit other countries? Americans are so uncultured. Like, have you driven from a state to a state? That is a country to a country for you.
Hey, the United
not.
States is 50 third world countries in a trench coat acting like a first world country. Let's be completely
Texas is the
honest.
first world country. Texas
Let's
is the
Whoa,
best.
see
no,
here.
no.
Okay, so
Bucky's itself is the only first world thing about that.
It's not
Caleb,
true.
Caleb, you know where Shreveport's at, right?
Yeah.
It's close enough to Texas.
I've been to Shreveport.
Let's just say you want to go from Shreveport to El Paso. 12 hours.
Yeah.
From one side of Texas to the other.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There was actually a guy that made it famous, like made it big on TikTok, for like people just leaving comments because he's responding to like, hey, this thing is big, this thing is large, and that somebody was like, oh, just wait until he sees the size of Texas, and he's from the UK, and he just like blows his mind, and then he's like,
Yep.
they're like, wait till you see that one of the Buckies is big enough to have its own city mailbox and postal service, and they're like, and he's like, there is no freaking way. So we invited him on the podcast, but we haven't gotten a response back yet.
Yeah,
No,
dude, it's so crazy. I have a friend from Australia who unironically thinks that Texans still ride horseback and go to saloons and
Well,
like
yeah.
are cowboys. And I'm
It's
like,
'cause
okay,
they
you live in
forget
Australia.
Their safety harness, okay?
Yeah, have fun fighting off 13 giant spiders just to go pee.
No, look, in Texas, if you want to go from West Texas to East Texas, that's like driving from St. Louis to New York City.
London to Edinburgh. Further, even.
Pretty
Probably.
much.
I
got a
am
map
too
up.
lazy to slide across the map.
You're
Figure it
invested
out.
in this conversation. So did you not realize how big Texas was until just now? Because like a lot of people,
No.
yeah, a lot of people know it's like one of the biggest states. It's not the biggest state.
Isn't
Alaska.
it third?
Alaska's the
Alaska,
biggest
yeah.
state.
Alaska's
Yeah.
the biggest state.
I don't
We
even
bought
know
it from
anymore.
Russia. And then we found the oil. Well, allegedly, we found the oil
Allegedly.
afterwards.
You got to
Hold
remember
on.
your allegedly.
The true
Yeah.
size of, that's the website I'm looking for. Let's see here. Let's just pop in. Go to old Texas. Let's drag it across. Perry, where are you from again?
I bet there's
London, originally.
London. Texas dwarfs the UK and Ireland.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's just move it across. Yeah, it's basically everything.
There's a measurement, the Lone Star State measured in football fields.
Oh,
Dude,
we'll talk
Americans will
about
do
that.
anything to
The
not.
entire state can
use the
hold
metric
130
system.
million regular-sized football fields. Like that's the most American measurement ever.
That is violently American.
Okay, sorry. So, Texas is about the size of if you took the UK and France and like slammed them together.
It just makes me think how small we are, actually. Rather than how big you guys are, how small we are.
What's the population
That's
of the
what she
UK,
said?
approximately?
7 million? 8 million?
Okay, isn't
Maybe
Texas
that's just
something like
London.
isn't Texas like 20 something million? Like Texas is like 28 million people or something crazy like that.
67 for the UK, not including Ireland, of course.
67 million?
Yeah. I think 7 million's London.
Or 6
completely
or
something
7
else.
million.
No, 67 for the UK.
As in one short of 68.
Yes.
Well, because you said okay, no. So you said 67, and then you said 6 or 7. So that's why I was trying to clarify.
Oh no! I thought that the population of London was 6 or 7, but
Gotcha.
67 is the population for the UK.
Gotcha.
I'm very sleepy. Please
Nah.
bear with me.
I didn't
That's
realize.
okay. So is Ryan.
Ryan. I didn't realize the Metroplex was 6.5 million people.
DFW?
Yeah, I didn't realize DFW
Doesn't
was
surprise me.
6.5 million people.
There's something crazy like 40,000 students at my university alone. Like
That's
too
ridiculous.
many people. There's no parking. You can't park anywhere.
Look, I just want to see the size of DFW versus like anything.
You could do DFW versus Hawaii. I'm pretty sure DFW is bigger than the largest island in Hawaii.
That's
Here,
wild.
let's just do size.
What's the
comparison.
population of Texas, though?
Ah, yes, DFW is larger than the island of Manhattan.
I believe that.
The population of Texas is 29.53 million as of 2021.
Hey,
God.
by the way, when I said that, it was talking about the DFW International Airport.
But isn't it crazy,
Whoa,
though?
whoa, whoa,
Like,
whoa, wait. The DFW
Wait.
International Airport is larger than the largest island of Hawaii?
No, it's larger than the
Manhattan.
island of Manhattan.
Gee.
it's a big airport, though. Have you ever been there? It's massive.
I'm going to be honest,
I
I've never
work
flown.
not too far from it.
You've
It
never
is
flown
Never
before?
flown.
fucking massive.
Never flown. I am 28 years old, and I've never flown.
Does that mean you've never left the US?
That is correct.
I mean, your
I
only
want
options
to.
are up top
I
or
want to go.
below.
I want to go to Scotland. Like that is my goal.
Of all
It is
places.
beautiful.
Yeah, I want to go to the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Here, let me just find an image of DFW Airport. I'm just gonna plop it in the chat.
Like ever since, so I used to be a huge fan of Parks and Recreation, and
I need to watch that.
Ron Swanson's favorite liquor is Lagavulin 16-year-old single malt Scotch. So I was like, I wonder if that's real, and I found out that it was real. Found it at a bar one time, and I drank it. Not joking, like a double. Just sipping it got me shit faced. Like I was gone.
Have
and
like,
ever
did you
since
eat
then-
before?
Yeah, I
Dude
ate
was
before
straight
and
up punk
everything.
shoe.
But it is so like it's the way they distill it just fantastic. But it's $150 a bottle.
Woo.
No thanks.
Like, oh yeah, like it is an expensive liquor, but it doesn't take much to actually like affect you.
I do want to
So,
buy myself something nice for my birthday next week.
Hey, it's
don't
better
have-
than what I really wanted to do. For my 25th birthday, I wanted to buy a $250 bottle of 25-year-old
It's older
Johnny
than me.
Walker.
I'm turning 24 a week
Okay.
from today. I won't be on a
Backtrack.
podcast.
Old ass.
Did you know that DFW
You're
International
older than me.
Airport has its own city?
I know.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's for
Yeah.
the employees that work there, right?
No, DFW Airport. The landmass that it takes up is its own city called the DFW Airport, Texas.
Oh my goodness.
You said
There's
you were
something
gonna post a
very
picture of it.
dystopian and weird about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
kinda
it can't be
creepy.
worse than Fordlandia.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
So Fordlandia,
Here, where are we talking?
before synthetic rubber was made, they had you had to harvest it from rubber trees. So one of the
There.
biggest places to get it and grow rubber trees was around the Amazon. So Ford built an entire city in the Amazon. Like, it was just this suburban, like, picturesque small town USA city that he built in the middle of the Amazon, and for workers and like a bunch of people, and it was just to harvest rubber trees. And then
That's
they
crazy.
found out, they can make it synthetically, mostly because I want to say it was the UK owned the rubber trade, like the natural rubber trade, and he just didn't feel like paying for their prices.
All right, so I
It's a
plopped
very
an
American thing to
image.
do.
Pretty
I
much
plopped an
controlled
image
distribution,
down of DFW
man.
International.
Yeah.
Wait, what, Kyle?
I plopped down an image of DFW International. On the right hand side, there's this little tiny black dot.
I see that.
If you follow the bottom, like, what is that? An oval. To the right of that, there's a tiny little black dot in that parking lot. That's a 747 parked there, just for scale.
That is ridiculous.
And just for proof, here, I'll send you another screenshot of me zoomed in on that spot.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I will
There's,
say one thing, though. As big as DFW is, I know one thing that's bigger.
Denver.
No, even bigger than that.
What?
The love we have for our viewers.
Oh, son of a... I was expecting
it's
something way
not.
worse.
Screw them all.
Yeah, actually,
Oh.
no. Look, it's big enough there's a freaking hotel parked in the middle of it.
In the
That
middle
was
of our
me.
love.
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a
I
hotel
was
for
still
our
talking
love.
about-
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Hotel California.
Copyright.
Yeah, now you're gonna get a
Don't worry,
struck.
we're not.
We're
We're
trying-
not gonna get struck. I can't sing.
Well,
That's not
true.
how copyright. It would
Yeah,
have to
doesn't-
sound exactly like the song. We're not gonna get struck. Don't worry.
I'm
I
just
love how
saying,
modeled
we
these are,
have to
though.
figure out a way to not get struck before 1,000 subscribers on the TubeU. So I want to pay you
I could
guys
just start
one day.
saying stupid things. No, you don't.
Fucking Kyle. No, you don't.
Just instantly, no, you don't. I love how modeled the airplanes are, though. It's kind of goofy. Sorry, I'm just distracted. But what is that? It's a Cessna. Uh-oh.
Okay, thank you guys for watching another episode of the Airplane Podcast. Hope you guys really enjoyed listening to this one. It was kind of a mess like the last one, but at least everybody was here. Anything else to say, guys?
Yeah, we
I don't
love
wanna be
all
here.
of you. Oh
No, we don't.
Kyle, you don't want to be here?
No, I don't get paid enough.
None
I
of
gave
us
you a
get paid enough.
3-time salary increase, buddy. You have got fair compensation. You're getting paid as much as the editor-in-chief.
I gave you
As
a
the
hug
HR.
for this.
No, you didn't.
Fair, but I didn't feel like driving to
Tension is
DFW.
palpable.
Yeah, I didn't feel like driving down there.
Yeah.
All right, I got
done
one
it
more
once.
question for everybody before we part ways. What are y'all playing right now? What's the games that you guys are going after?
Boundary.
I'm trying to finish Callisto Protocol. I was
Did
on
they
the
fix
last boss fight. My internet connection went out, and the PS5 does not like no internet connection. So it just locked up. And so I had to reboot my PS5 whenever the internet came back up to finish the boss fight.
Nice.
Okay.
Last boss
about you,
fight,
Perri?
everything got to the peak, and then the PS5 just...
Oh, I'm finishing up my Elden Ring run on Tuesday, which is exciting. We're doing like a massive finale thing, beating the Elden Beast with my mind.
When is that? Go ahead and shout it out.
Tuesday at 2 p.m. BST. Be there or be square. That's what
Yes.
I said.
The podcast comes out Wednesday, so this is not
Oh,
going to add
gotta
up
do
in
the
terms
math.
of the release schedule.
Wow.
It happened yesterday. Go watch the
Guys,
VOD.
I
Go watch
It's
the
up
maybe
VOD.
probably did it. GG.
Wait, what's the number calculation for that time zone? Hold on.
6 hours, 7 hours.
6, 5.
What time
6.
is it for you right now?
It is 8:23 p.m.
Okay, for me it's 2:23.
6 hours.
So that's 6 hours. Yeah. All right, and I guess
I'm just gonna
I've
give
been
up on trying to
playing.
figure it out.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed, but yeah, thank you everybody for
Delightful.
watching. That I don't have anything else to say. Bye.
Did he straight up just leave?
I think yeah, he did. Yeah. That
He
was
straight up just killed his camera.
Well, if that's the case, then adios.
Bring the alcohol.
Lord.
I'm living in your walls. 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 I'm living in your walls.
Not the wall.
That could be a good sample, Jake. I don't want to produce that.